Rishi, isn't it? Now it is only, I'm almost ready to choose this 2.5, and he told me that they are not growing. You have to factor the growth. Price to book is not it may be right because we have justified, as he said, he is from S Bank. He's justified that the book value reflects truly the market. It is not mark to market all the time. Okay, the relative valuation, the problem is that there is no perfect answer, isn't it? You may fall in love with HDFC Bank. Puri, actually, next four quarters you multiply by 30. I am tired of looking at 30% growth of HDFC Bank. 31, 29 he won't give. 30.5, 31, 32. Yeah, the growth is phenomenal. And that is the most expensive bank in the region, not only in India. Because it has got a high growth. Should I buy? Yeah. Yeah. So should I buy a bank, HDFC Bank, which is growing at 30? They have been growing for the last 10 quarters. My friend Shri was working for HDFC Bank. He told me to buy. I thought it's expensive. When it was 40, okay. So can you run at the same speed when the base is getting larger and larger? Should I buy that? Or should I buy State Bank of India, which has got a pan-India presence and the support of the government, because now it's a Imperial Bank of India earlier, so all the government account goes there. Okay, it has already got a basic base set in, but the growth is not much, isn't it? State Bank of India. Forget about chairman coming in, cutting the growth one quarter and. But no, last quarter the growth was phenomenal. Last quarter.
Firstly, we will have to see the time. What is the time horizon of our investment? If the time horizon is quite.
People have started thinking. Good. Risk appetite.
Risk appetite or risk averse I am.
Depending upon the customers also, what kind of risk they are going to take. If they are going to take they are aggressive in nature, they can opt for a private sector bank. They are more riskier and they take more risk as well as their returns will be much higher.
So you mean to say that the private sector banks have got high volatility?
Yes.
State Bank of India had a higher volatility in the last 1 year because of the change of management, right? But this is predictable. When the next okay, let's not debate into that. Why there is volatility, you and me know that. Everybody knows it should not be in public domain, discussed in public domain, though it has come in the papers. Okay, all of you got your own answers, right? When you want to, somebody asks you to know, how many guys manage portfolio for your clients? Not many, right? Okay. The portfolio management can bring in business, or they will drive you out of business. Most of the time they will drive you out of the business because when the stock, if you select, as he said, like HDFC Bank, if you want to select and you got the numbers, right, and it gives you 30% growth, return, ROE, and then the stock went up, flew, and the client is not going to come back and thank you. So he said that it's supposed to be your job. Choosing an HDFC Bank is no big deal. Actually, I would have also chosen the same bank. If you have chosen me something like S Bank or what is that other Manappuram Finance or something like that, I would appreciate that. I don't need a big guy for choosing a State Bank of India or HDFC Bank, right? So when it falls, he comes back to you immediately. I trusted on you. It came into negative, isn't it? So you chose State Bank of India, thinking it's stable and public sector bank, and so if you had chosen 1 year before, you would have not seen the return. So there is always, so when you do a number crunching exercise for anybody, your client, even for somebody else, even to your wife, is still worse actually, isn't it? Even to your wife. When you do that number crunching exercise, if you have your fundamentals or your backing ready, then you have no problem. Even if it's the falling, we can always explain it, right? So what you do is that, okay, you take price to book price to book, okay, on one axis, whatever the axis you want to do. And Rishi has told me very clearly, exclude whatever the reasons given by the guy sitting behind, growth is the primary one. Right? So I agree with him. So what we do, you put the growth. Public sector bank and private sector bank, it gives you a trend line, isn't it? You regress basically. You know how to do a regression analysis, but you never came out with the answer. Reason being is that no, you have not put your stat and your analytical mind together. So you regress the growth with price to book and get the regression line. Suppose it's A plus BX, right? A is this line it's common for everybody. BX defines your incremental growth variations. Okay, then you put as per the regression line what should be the price to book, and as per history what is the price to book. Then make your own decisions. Now what you have done is that you have put the growth also into the factor by drawing a regression line. Somebody sitting in the corner, has got a question in his mind, doesn't have the courage to put it to me, saying that all these are fine. Is it practical to do a regression line?